What's up, YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Colts defense. I'm going to be watching them against the Titans here. I might show some footage from some other games. I'm not sure yet. I have watched some of the others, but they are mostly a 4-3 team. Actually, pretty much just a 4-3 team. Sorry about any background noise, and if my voice is kind of messed up. I am a little bit sick, if I'm being honest. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I kind of had a hard time finding an opponent that is kind of similar to us. As far as the opponents that they've faced, like the Rams, Seahawks, and Titans, obviously. None of their styles really fit us, especially offensively, because our offense is terrible. And those three all have pretty capable offenses. But even still, sniffed out that screen pretty well. The Colts defense is really what it's the thing I'm the most afraid of. They do like to bring some pressure. They are a base 4-3 team, but they will give you some hybrid looks here and there. And they have a lot of good athletes. They do have some injuries. A lot of their injured players are probably still going to play, but, you know, we'll have to see how challenged they are going to be athletically. But like I said, they do like to give you a lot of different looks. They've got quite a bit of talent. They have Kwity Paye, who they just drafted this year. Obviously, like DeForest Buckner. Like they have guys, man. But these blitzes, it's going to be a very different animal than what we faced with the Raiders and the Bills. The Bills usually don't blitz a lot, but they kind of did start to blitz us a lot just because of how bad our offensive line is. But the Raiders really didn't blitz much at all. But that is definitely not going to be the case with the Colts. Like I said, they are very disciplined. They're very physical. The Titans have a pretty good offensive line, especially for running the football. And they had, as you can see, they're playing Derrick Henry pretty decently here. So our ability to run the football is probably going to be very limited. This is something that they do a lot too, pretty similar to us in that regard, is as you can see, they'll like crowd the line of scrimmage. They'll do some press man coverage things, and then they'll pull some people off once the play's snapped. This way, the quarterback doesn't really know who's blitzing him. And whether it be Jacoby or Tannehill, both of their mental processing and decision making definitely needs work. It's probably going to be Jacoby. So hopefully we can just kind of stay ahead of this. Our offensive line has to find a way to keep our quarterback upright. A lot of times they do end up still just rushing forward, though. They are very good at coming down and tackling. They are in zone here, though. They do mix in quite a bit of zone and man. They lean a little bit more towards zone, but yeah, more zone here. As you can see, they're really crowding the line of scrimmage, getting penetration. They stay disciplined. Their defense is quite good. Only rushing 3 here. Not really much pass rush. DBs are pretty solid. I can't really see where the safeties are lined up here. So 4th and 4, pretty much they're pretty much crowding the line. I assume there's probably a safety back there. Probably a single high. Yeah, and here he comes. rush 5 here. I wouldn't be shocked if we see some more blitzes from them just because of how bad our offensive line is. Staying really disciplined, really physical. Good athletes. And they do seem to do a lot of single high safety things. They seem to do a lot of cover 3, and they mix in some man coverage. But they seem to do mostly cover 3. But either way, it's single high safety looks, which is majority of the league now. Alright. Yeah, so we got a quick glimpse of it. There looks like there is another safety here, and we have one coming down. So they do like to move their safeties around a little bit and disguise who is going to be the single high. Let's see if this guy comes down into the box. He does. Now, that could, yeah, and there is another safety. You seen him enter the screen last second. Yeah. So they are mixing in some 2 deep safety looks as well. So on 3rd down, it seems like their safeties come down quite a bit and they do more man, which isn't uncommon. But like I said, it's mostly just going to be really disciplined play. You're not really going to beat the Colts with a bunch of misdirection and stuff like that. You got to meet their disciplined play with disciplined play of your own. Hopefully our defense can really get our offense in some good positions. We're going to need it. This defense is pretty solid, and I think it's the most terrifying part of the team. Yeah, and they are opportunistic as well. That's for sure. Alright, let's move forward. Okay, let's watch the return here. Using broadcast view sucks ass, man. But yeah, they do like to have their rushers bail out last minute, so you don't really know who's rushing. Hopefully, Brissett stays disciplined in that regard. Hopefully, our offensive line can hold up, not completely confused. Luckily, I mean, our team likes to do stuff like that too. But they're not blitzing a whole lot. I mean, they do bring some blitzes, but they mostly just like to disguise their stuff. But it is mostly zone. It's a lot of cover three. Yeah, we don't have a Derrick Henry, obviously, or the offensive line they have to be able to get those situations. I wouldn't expect us to win um, those types of downs. Not too much, anyway. Although we were having some success with Malcolm Brown, um, I wouldn't mind using Malcolm Brown a little bit more this game. I felt like we had more success running the football with him. Yeah, they will bring some pressure too, for sure. They will definitely mix in some blitzes. It's not quite like the Bills. I mean, not quite like the Raiders, rather. I'm sorry. Yeah. Hopefully, we can get some screens like this against them. Um, if they're gonna do a lot of cover three, attacking the flats like that is going to be something that will be available to us. Um, and also it being cover three, we might be able to get some one-on-one looks to the outside as well. Hopefully, people like Devontae Parker can win those. Sorry about the background noise, guys. I got a lot of people in the house right now. Hmm. Look to have this situation too. Um, we like to put our receivers in motion quite a bit to help reveal when it's man. And considering they do a lot of single high safety things, definitely look for us to do this too. That way we can figure out beforehand if it's cover three or if it's man coverage. That's pretty much what they do. They do mix in a little bit of cover two, but it is mostly cover three. Um, as you can see, that there's a safety coming down here. That there's a guy backing up. Is he gonna crash down? Hard to tell. Um, Broadcast view is kind of tough as far as seeing what their safeties are doing. Like I said, they are very opportunistic. With if you drop the football, um, and it ends up in the air, they will take these. They do have some athletes on that defense. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers pretty much what they like to do. Like I said, they do mix in some blitzes. They disguise their pass rushers, who the pass rushers are going to be, who the blitzers are going to be. Um, they do seem to move their safeties around quite a bit, but most of it is cover three. They do mix in some cover two for sure, though, and they also mix in some man. But for the most part, I think we're going to see a lot of cover three, and that is pretty consistent with what the Colts have done over the last couple of years. So that kind of helps me kind of come to believe that their defense is pretty regimented in what they like to do. They're just really consistent at doing it, and it's going to be a tough fight, especially for our offense. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, hit in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
So pretty much every YouTuber on this platform is pretty much doing ads like this. YouTube's ad revenue is broken. It doesn't really pay well anymore, so we have to look to outside sources to make our income. And if you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, I would greatly appreciate you going over to my Patreon. It doesn't take much. Just $1 a month would really help me out quite a bit and continue to help me be able to put out these videos, because I put a lot of time and effort into it, especially during draft season, watching the film and everything like that. So I would greatly appreciate you guys going to check out my Patreon. It is Anime Dolphin, no capitalization. The link to it will be in the description of this video and pretty much every video moving forward. So yeah, if you want to help support me, that'd be greatly appreciated. There's multiple different tiers. It's all explained well on my Patreon account. And if you want to check that out, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.